Mortal Kombat 1 is finally getting released tomorrow, and that's a joke. But it's gonna feel that way. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Dynasty. Chaos Reigns DLC expansion pack goes live tomorrow. I'm still not sure exactly when. I'm assuming probably around midday across the board for your Xbox, your PlayStation, your Switch, your PC. Don't entirely know, but tomorrow at some time, Chaos Reigns will be, well, reigning. And that's not stopped the marketing for this expansion. Earlier today, Ed Boon actually talked with Polygon.com and confirmed a bunch of things for Year 2 going into Year 3 of Mortal Kombat 1, which includes new cameo fighters. Shocker! There's been talk of Shinnok, Kintaro. Seems like it's going to happen sometime down the line. Boon also confirmed more skins, more DLC characters, in general, more updates. In terms of content dropping tomorrow, obviously you guys do know we're getting those 3 Mortal Kombat characters, Sector, Cyrax, Noob Saibot. You're getting a new story mode expansion. You're getting new Animalities, but according to Boon, you're also getting new Test Yours. So we already have Test Your Might. It's been data mined for a while now, like Test Your Sight, Test Your Luck, things of that sort apparently are dropping with this expansion come tomorrow whenever this update goes live. Now you can actually pre-launch Chaos Reigns, or I guess preload rather. That sounds so... Pause, no Diddy. You can preload the DLC currently right now. The last chance to pre-order the game before it drops tomorrow, the expansion that is. Probably do that. I still haven't, so I'll probably do it in the next few hours. But we'll be talking about everything Ed Boon had to say with Polygon.com, which again confirms a bunch of new content dropping even after tomorrow's expansion. We'll say this too, for a lot of you guys who are holding out on actually purchasing Chaos Reigns, and you were still wanting to buy either Sector, Cyrax, Noob Saibot sometime down the line, the guest characters, Ghostface, Conan, T1000. According to the FAQ page, I saw on Ice Cream FGC's Twitter that beginning October 15th, which is about 3 weeks from now, you can actually purchase the Mortal Kombat characters separately. So if you're not down to actually buy the expansion with the whole story mode aspect to it, I get you. If you want to buy these characters individually, maybe you're only a fan of Noob Saibot, beginning October 15th, apparently, that is when you can actually purchase these characters individually. So before I break down this article from Polygon.com featuring Ed Boon, if you guys could do me a solid, it takes you a second, drop a like on the video. Again, thank you guys for still choosing your boy to be your go-to for everything Mortal Kombat 1 a year after launch, which really feels like, well, we're just launching tomorrow, which is so funny. But with that said, let's talk about this Polygon article featuring our favorite Mortal Kombat co-creator, Ed Boon. Now, if you want to check out this article by yourself and you don't want to put up with my narration and my commentary, I don't blame you. I'll have this actually linked down in the description below. It's dubbed Ed Boon Talks About What's Coming Up in Year 2 of Mortal Kombat 1. Now, Polygon says, what was your approach to following up Mortal Kombat 1 with Chaos Reigns? What did you want to accomplish? Boon replies with saying, it's something that we started doing with Aftermath in Mortal Kombat 11. It was the first time that we continued the story, and I think it worked out really nicely for MK11. This gives us an opportunity to continue this new Liu Kang reimagining of the universe, plus brings back more characters and more guest characters. Everybody wants new characters. It's funny, you know, with 20-something characters already, everybody wants more, as if anybody plays all 25 equally. So we brought back characters, but we also wanted to mix things up. There's always that kind of balance that we're trying to achieve. We don't want to repeat ourselves too much, but there's this very strong nostalgia itch. Everybody's like, I want to see my favorite character come back. And with the 100-something characters that we've had over the years, it's inevitable that we're going to leave some out that people are clamoring for. Noob Saibot was certainly one of them. The Cyber Ninjas were another. We still have people clamoring for Jade and Sonya as a main character and all that stuff, but nonetheless, we're excited about this new package. There's, you know, new Animalities, game features, and all of that. So, at the very least, for you Jade And Sonya Blade fans, Ed Boon is aware that you guys want to see both on the main roster. At least one of those has been data mined for over a year, Jade. As for Sonya, well, we'll see what happens, but, you know, that's good. He's got his finger on the pulse of the community, and Boon is aware. He hears the complaints. Polygon goes on to say, I wanted to talk about the character selection process. That balance of trying to hit the nostalgia, but also hit the broader appeal of the guest characters. You've got 3 returning characters, Cyrax, Sector, and Noob Saibot, and you've got the 3 guest characters. What's the filtration process like? Do you just bust into the meeting room at some point and say, it's noob time? To that, this is Ed Boon's response. I am absolutely an advocate of getting as many opinions from the rest of the team as possible. I always send out this obligatory email of like, hey, here's all the high-profile Mortal Kombat characters we haven't done yet. What do you guys think? And everybody chimes in. I just kind of assemble all of that and put my take as well. My take is usually most inspired by the feedback that I read from players. If there's this relentless clamoring for a character, that's going to weigh pretty heavily. But it's absolutely this big casting call that I send out and that I spend a whole lot of time just whittling it down, hearing the reasons, and then it usually boils down to about what we release, with maybe 1 or 2 sneaking in and out. So there is the insight on the creative process in selecting characters to be DLC, at least for Mortal Kombat 1. Boon goes on to say, same thing with the guest characters too. The first thing is asking what everybody wants. Some are eliminated just because we can't make it happen. It's not just our choice, it's the IP holder. There's a lot of hoops. We try to find balance between newness and novelty. So boom, there you go. Speaking of Noob Saibot, is his head-splitting fatal blow a reference to Hot Shots Part 2? Boon says no, maybe subconsciously. That wasn't me though. That move came from the team, and it used to completely separate the head and the jaw. And even I, at some point, was like, you know, if they separate the head and the jaw, they couldn't get up and fight. We pushed the line quite a bit over the years, but at some point, even we have some rules. Our head of cinematics, he has this saying, we're Netherrealm, we're not rocket scientists. Now, speaking of Animalities, Polygon says, why bring back Animalities now? Boon says, we brought them back because of the feedback that we got when we brought back friendship moves and even babalities way back in Mortal Kombat 9 in 2011. Again, I think it's scratching this nostalgia itch that a lot of Mortal Kombat fans have. Once we did the friendship moves in MK1 and we got such a really positive response, in my head I was like, next is Animalities, and you know we can represent them with so much more fidelity and they're so much more interesting than they were back in Mortal Kombat 3. We had this tiny amount of memory left for them that we had to make them like 4-bit images. They were basically monochromatic and the animations were like, you know, 2 frames. But you know, Animalities were rumors from Mortal Kombat 2 that we made true for Mortal Kombat 3. And I feel like we're finally seeing the realization of what they could be with Chaos Reigns. Yeah, it's a nice little full circle moment, if I do say so myself. Now, Polygon goes on to ask this right here. What's your favorite combination of fighter and animal for the new Animalities? Now, Boon's response to that is, oh man, there's a lot that everybody hasn't seen yet. So let me think. Probably, and this is a little bit a cop-out, but Scorpion turning into a Scorpion is probably my favorite one. Go figure. His favorite animality is for his favorite character, which is quite literally Scorpion becoming a Scorpion with a Scorpion tattoo. Okay. Polygon goes on to ask this. What about new cameo fighters? You haven't announced new ones, but is that something you're looking to expand in year 2, Mortal Kombat 1 as well? Yes, to my fault. I guess I never really communicated it clearly outside of the team, but yes. Boon is like, oh yeah, I guess I've never just said straight up we're adding new cameo fighters, but yeah, we are. This drops tomorrow, by the way. To me, it would feel a little bit weird to suddenly just stop doing them with as many as we have in the game now. I think that the mix of matches are interesting. I really love seeing players coming up with crazy combos with this cameo and this main fighter. I think that just keeps things really interesting. So, better late than never. There's Boon's take on cameo fighters, yes. New ones, dropping in the future. Now, I thought this was interesting. Polygon says MK1 has been a big foray into live service, seasonal content with invasions mode. What have you learned running a live service game now? $70 live service game, guys. And what are you looking to improve for invasions? Obviously, people are always looking for more rewards from invasions, more reasons to play. Now, this is the response from Boon. From my perspective, the term live service, there's an implication that here's more content that you gotta pay to experience, whether it's a battle pass or a new expansion or something, and we never envisioned invasions mode as, here's season 2, pay us to play it, to play season 3, and whatnot. So I never really looked at invasions as a games as a service kind of feature. I always thought of it as just re-engagement. Every season, there's more stuff to go through, but that does come with the expectation of, where are my skins? Where's my game currency? For me, it's more of an engagement thing. Why should I come back, you know? Single player wise, everybody kind of consumes a story mode, and then it's like, okay, what reason do I have for coming back? Polygon says, but since you've got year 2 coming up, are there any changes to invasions? What's your approach there based on feedback? And Boon says, yeah, 100%. This next season that's coming, there's way more variety of modes to play. There's more at Test Yours, just a wider variety of experiences, some of which we're going to be announcing pretty soon. I don't know how soon, come on, Boon! Tomorrow it launches! But there are some other ones that we want people to just kind of discover. But at the end of the day, the goal was, let's have a wider variety of things to do. And again, we're going to continue with more updates, more skins, more cameos, more characters, and stuff like that. So he's aware. In this quote right here, he is aware. Everybody kind of consumes the story mode, and then it's like, okay, what reason do I have for coming back? So you are aware that we ask this question every time we play your game! I have to control myself. So Polygon goes on to say, I know you probably hear about this all the time on Twitter, but one of the quality of life updates people will not shut up about is character skin and color selection at the character select screen. Is this something you're actively working on? In response to that, Boon says, well, it's certainly a possibility in the future. We always have a running list of what we hear players wanting. That list is very long, and that's certainly on the list. So we're going to be dropping new features like that as we continue to support the game. So he's like, oh, you know, we got a bunch of things we want to do, but who knows if we have the time. Maybe you guys get that customization menu when you're selecting your character on the select screen, but I would not hold out hope for it. There you go, everything of note from this Polygon article with Ed Boon. Again, we'll see what happens. I already know this morning they dropped several new Animalities that I'll be reacting to. I don't know if I already posted that or not. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. So yeah, it's been jam-packed. Obviously tomorrow, expansion drops. Still debating if I want to react on stream in video format to the actual story or just give my review after the fact. Don't know, but hey, it's finally here. It took a year, but guys, we made it. So there you go. Again, October 15th, apparently you can buy these DLC characters separately. Some people are thinking that October 15th is when Ghostface is dropping. No, I doubt it. Chill on that one, but at least we're getting some new content. We'll see what happens, but guys, if you enjoyed the video, do me a solid. It takes you a second. Drop a like on it. Of course, subscribe for some more MK content like this on the channel. Until next time, I've been your host, Been Dynasty. Guys, please take care, stay safe. Excited to see all this new Invasions content. And maybe if we're lucky, new cameo fighters revealed in a couple months, maybe? I love you guys. Peace.
Yeah, niggas living on a crack, but I'm not superstitious.